Says my internet's going cray cray. Hi, hope you're doing okay. Good. Yeah, good evening. Hello, hello. How was your day today? Hi, Charlie. Nice to see you again. Hello. Brie. We're just gonna have a chill stream today. I wanna gossip a little bit, but like just a little, just a little. Um anyways, how are you? How are you? Dude, I gotta make sure like my music's got like um no copyright. Hang on. No copyright. Have you guys like been donating by the way to other people for the event? Cause I'm just like I like it got kind of crazy. Hi Toji, hi Bitter, hello. It got kind of crazy when there was like a glitch in the system, right? The glitch in the matrix, and then people were like, "Yo, what the fuck happened? 5 p.m. What do you mean?" So yeah, we were all like bitching about that in DC. We are kind of like, "Yo, why? Hello, hello. Hi Panda, hi Gummy Bear. I'm just having a coffee right now. I like having coffee a lot more than tea. Tea stains my teeth. But anyways, first I'll just get the pleasantries out of the way. I hope you guys had a good day today. I hope you ate your meals. Are you throwing dishes around? No. Oh, you know what? I thought about that. I was like, what if I did like housewife ASMR and it was literally just me washing the dishes and cooking? The minor freak out. I know, right? That was so annoying. It was so shitty because I'm personally not joining the event. It's kind of like you just get auto joined just from streaming on the platform. But like personally, I'm not joining the event. I'm like, fuck AniLive. You don't get any of my money. Good evening, Kingman. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you again. Yeah, so I was just kind of like, you guys can, if you want to support, the talent, you guys can gift. But like personally, I'm not joining the event. I don't really have any interest. I mean, to be fair, right? I can draw my own art. If I wanted art, I'll make it. What is the topic for tonight? Well, there is no topic, but I have been peeved. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys who've been actively scrolling through website.com.org or have been keeping up with stuff like the talents and the events. You should know what's been going on, and I'm just kind of like, I'm peeved, I'm aggravated, and I am very cross. Because even if I'm not joining, it's the principle, like it's yeah. Yeah, it's like you guys can support me when I start uploading feet pics on Feet Finder. Gosh, um, if Manager San is watching this VOD, that was a joke. Unless unless it's allowed. Like I said, if it ain't me, that's okay. That's okay. Well, I did just get here from a bathing stream. I I was laughing when I saw that because I was like, I was thinking about doing a shower stream, but I was like, nah, that can't fly, right? That surely not. Surely that can't fly. Yeah, so another normal stream. Yeah. I think this is like really funny because like I'll have like my chaotic planned streams, right, with like fan interaction and stuff, but like these normal streams are literally just me bitching about stuff that I normally don't get to talk about on those planned streams. We're gonna need to pursue alternative sources of income. Yeah. No escape from the horse racing. Yeah, no, like I listen, the whole battle royale thing. I oh my god, am I allowed to say that on stream? You know what, fuck it. um I mean, I know that that's like, it was a meme, but it's like, huh, now it's not, now there's numbers involved. Uh-oh. Angry Asian housewife. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, should I do like like Asian tiger mom ASMR role play, just be like what did I tell you about getting 97 out of 100? You only get 100. That's the only thing you can get. um I hope you're going well today, mate. You too, man. I hope you're doing well. What did I miss? Who lost coins? There was a glitch in the system, and basically they were like, "Row, let's actually include the other people." I don't know what happened because on the thing it said 5 p.m. is when it'll start, but they already had the rankings up anyway. So I was like, wait, is it starting now or? It was very confusing for everyone, and now they included the people from before, so at least those people that gifted, your money did not go to waste, so that's good. The meme becomes reality. Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's so scary, but it's also very intriguing. um no, they changed the start time after the fact. Someone bombed $500. Yo, like I don't even really fully know the conversion rate of the gifts. Okay, don't gift me, but can you guys check the gifts right now? Like what are the prices? Cuz I don't know. I want to see. Battle Royale was quite yeah, I know. Um was what got me interested. I know even I was kind of intrigued because here's the thing, right? Absolutely no shade to her, but Azila is very much she was very much a dark horse. Like we were not expecting that at all. Mainly because okay, so first of all, right, she was kind of inactive on social media. But even before then, she was very non-existent on the Discord server. She's very shy, so I'm not really surprised that she wasn't like joining VCs or chatting or anything. So I was not expecting much from her at all. And so like now that she's like our like pretty much our like most popular streamer, I was like, oh, she was hiding her skills. I like that. I commend her for that. She was saving her talents. She was saving her tactical methods. I appreciate that. I like that. How the fuck did I get more? um, okay, because the truth. Make okay. Hi, stuff, Crest. Welcome. They tricked us all into a prelude so we get attached to the characters before the actual. Yeah, they're like, oh, we're such good friends. We don't hate anybody. We're not competitive, but like, I mean, okay, so it's the same as actually being in a classroom, right? Like I know like there's the whole academia thing, and I get that, but it's like it actually is kind of like a classroom. Like you're pretty much in competition with every single person in your class. Technically, there can only be one like top ranking student. Usually that was me. But you know what I mean, right? It's like you can be friends, but you're also like competing against each other. So there's like no denying that. Like I'm not breaking NDA by saying that we're in competition. We're in the same industry. We're always gonna be in competition with each other, whether we're corpo or whether we're indie. That's just how that works. Now comes the violence. Can't let gang know. Yeah, for real. Absolute loss in Naruto. Yeah, that's okay. I'll make money at some point, but like right now, I don't really. For a drawing, I'm like, I don't know. um, can I cash my 857 coins out for $10? Pay up, Cap. Yeah, Captain, give the people what they want. How did none of you expect? It was obvious she would win. It wasn't. No. You misunderstand. It's not that we didn't know that Azila would win. Or place as the top earner in the event. What I mean is, prior to our debuts, we've never even spoken to her, so we had no idea what she was gonna be like off or on stream. So she was very surprising to me, I think, because I've met like most of the people in Nexus prior to our debuts. So I was very surprised that she's actually very good and very skilled at what she does on stream. And I was even more surprised when she does like GFE, because I thought she'd be like a normal comfy streamer, you know, but it's like, oh, she does GFE. Interesting, interesting. Like there were some people that I thought were going to do GFE or BFE, but they weren't really doing that as much as I thought they would. So I thought that was interesting. I was actually gonna do GFE as a joke at first, but then I was like, no, I've already. Yeah. So here's the thing. I was gonna do like Sundere or yandere type GFE, where it's like I was gonna be like this posh, very like prim and proper, but also kind of sharp tongued princess who thinks she's better than you. And I was gonna be really mean, right? But then I was like, oh, that's gonna attract a lot of masochists. Just be degenerate GFE. Yeah, I'll be like Anon, do you want to touch my boobies or my feet? You want to look at my feet again? You want to sniff my armpits? No! Shut the fuck up! No! Stop it! Stop it! Shut the fuck up! Wait, is this not GFE? No, I'm being a bro tuber! Let me be your bro. Your bro with a vagina and boobies. No, but like, I did think about it, right? And here's the thing. I have considered GFE even before debuts, and then I thought, no, I kind of don't want to do that because in my past life, right? Even when I wasn't doing that like blatantly, I was kind of getting a lot of parasocial fans, and I don't really hate parasocials, but like it's when you cross the line. And I did get some stalkers. I did get some obsessed exes as well. And it just kind of like endangered me a lot, and I was kind of like, yeah, let's not do that for my next life. What about the parasocial money? I'll get money out of you guys some way somehow, but I want to earn it. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm so uncomfortable with not earning money. Like having underhanded tactics is something I mean, like I don't really want to say like underhanded, but it's like I don't feel comfortable just receiving. I feel like I need to owe you guys something, you know. It's like if you're gonna give me something, it better be for something that's worth it, you know. Like if that's why I'm okay with art commissions. That's why I'm okay with like, you know, something like ad revenue. But if you guys were just donating like constantly, I'm like, don't give me like, what do you guys want? Do you want kisses? Do you want like you want head pats? What do you want? So I'm just like, okay, maybe I could like do like members only streams or certain kind of content or something like that, you know, like a Patreon. I don't know if we're allowed to do Patreon, but we'll see. We'll see in the future because we're gonna have some meetings coming up soon. So yeah, I'll probably like ask some questions. Like slorp, slorp, slorp. um, After watching a very heavy GFE corpo, I need a break. Yeah, I know. That's why I like you guys because even with all the horny posting, I know you guys like are just kidding around for most of it. You know, I mean, even like the freaking cum tribute, that was basically like a meme at this point. That's why I'm not too bothered by it. It's like you guys have a good sense of humor. You'll have to subsidize. Yeah, yeah. Don't. This is reverse psychology. Don't gift me. I'm not worth it. Don't feed me. Don't give me something that I could shove in my mouth. Hi, raccoon. Hello. Nice to see you again. What kind of content do you guys usually watch, by the way, in terms of VTubers? For me, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I watch a lot of chaotic VTubers, mostly indie, because I mean, frankly speaking, the stuff that I like, you probably wouldn't be able to get away with in a corpo. So I like a lot of chaotic indie VTubers. I like meme lords. I like shit posters, you know. um just say you like hentai. It is something I am very open with and proud of. I'm very shameless. I did see someone mention that they said like, oh, Enaria is not a whore. She does things for pleasure. She's a shameless slut. And I was like, true. No, because here's the thing. Why would I do something if I don't want to do it? You know, like I only do things that I want to. And here's the thing. Like the whole concept of my streamer persona isn't just to be degenerate, isn't just to be like chaotic or what. I want to promote an environment where you guys can openly talk about the things that interest you, even the degenerate stuff, and it be okay, you know. Like obviously, for example, if I went into like Azila's chat, I'm not going to be talking about half the things I say. I'm going to be respectful. I know how to control myself after all, but like on my streams, on my platform, I'm going to do whatever I want, you know. I do know how to conduct myself. Like I do know how to behave. I do know how to behave. But on my own turf, I want there to be a little bit of freedom, you know. My one rule is just like no slurs, because I don't want to get bonked. Because yeah, I'm not really sure what AniLive's gonna do. They might shut my stream down if there's like that sort of thing happening. And yeah, let's not do that, okay? You can talk about really weird stuff, but no slurs. Leave that on the website, okay? Okay. I like retro VTubers because they do something they really love and are passionate. You know what? I was gonna do that. My original concept. Okay, okay. Since it's not really a thing anymore, my original concept was going to be a cyberpunk time traveler. And then I saw that like Kyohei was doing the exact same thing, and so I was like, no, damn it. Okay, but because like because while there's like, you know, royalty in Nexus, we don't have the same concept, right? Like I'm like an alcoholic, I'm mischievous. Clotho is like musical and a tunibyo, and like Alvin and Melody have like their own concepts as well. So it's like, while we're all, you know, the bourgeoisie, we're not exactly the same type of character. But like a cyberpunk time traveler is very specific, and I would have clashed with Kyohei. So yeah. um my original concept in regards to that was going to be like, you know those millennials that romanticize the 90s and early 2000s too much, right? I thought it would be really funny to kind of do that exact same thing, but like as a time traveler. So picture this: time traveler from the future has a technology to go back in time. They want to go to the 90s, right? Because it's so romanticized, but they fucked up the calculations and they end up in the 2020s. And because they're not actually from the 2020s, their slang is very like weird, and they don't know like Gen Z lingo. They don't know how like when to use certain slang words. And so it was gonna be like a how do you do, fellow kids? um are you guys feeling skibbity for real or what, my guy? It was gonna be really weird. Rad, yeah, radical. Hi Cedric, welcome back. Alienated, hi, 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 hi. And so aside from that, I was also going to do a lot of retro gaming. I was going to do what I consider nostalgia bait. So I was gonna go and play like really old games, like, you know, like Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I don't know, Yoshi's Island. And I was also gonna tackle stuff like cool math games and girlsgogames.com and miniclip and stuff like that. I was gonna fucking play like Jumpstart. If you guys know what Jumpstart is, it's basically like yeah, it's that like children's game thing. It's like educational gaming. And so I was gonna play stuff like that for like the nostalgia. And so that was like my concept. It was just gonna be like a bunch of like old ass games. Feel the phrase. What a disappointment to aim for 1990s and end up now. I know, right? Imagine you're just like, ah, man, I can't wait to have a slap bracelet. And then you get like the diet version of that because of how many people are romanticizing the 2000s, and like Y2K is so popular now. And you're just like, it's not the same. I want a ring pop. I want Blockbuster. I want VHS. um, I love jumps. You would fall so flat on your face if you only did it as bait. I love old games though, because I grew up with them, and I haven't been able to figure out how to it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be real for like a second, right? I'm gonna be real with you guys for a second. Um, so this is gonna be a little serious. Wait, should I like change the fucking music, or is this fine? Do you guys like the silly music with a serious tone of of conversation? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. So back in 2020, right at the start of the pandemic, I was like pretty much forced to be like a shut in, right? Because like lockdown and everything. And at some point, hi Nano. I'm talking about my backstory. And at some point, I just kind of like isolated myself from my friends. Like I wasn't talking to them. I couldn't really like play Among Us with them. It was just like, "Hi Rixie, hello, hello." And so I was like, "Okay, I have no one to talk to. I have friends, but it's like I just kind of felt like not talking to anybody." And I still didn't really have a lot of online friends, right? I didn't have like Discord servers or online spaces to be part of or anything like that. So I was pretty much just like gaming like all day every day for several months. And then I kind of just realized, you know what? I don't even feel like I'm here anymore. Like I feel like I'm just kind of drifting through time and space. Like I felt like a ghost, and I think that's called um, like derealization. Yeah, and so I kind of I kind of just had like I was very depressed, right? And I kind of felt like I don't know, just like one day, just out of nowhere, I just kind of thought like I want to go back to when I was a kid, man. Like there was so like little to worry about, and I don't know. I think I felt nostalgic because of that, and so I just started playing like old ass games. Like I looked for emulators and stuff like that, and I was playing a bunch of old games, and I kind of thought like I wonder if other people feel this way too. And so I kind of wanted to like start YouTubing because of that. I haven't, but like I was going to. And then I found VTubing, and I was like, "Oh, this is like actually like a really cool concept. I kind of want to do that because I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, but I always felt insecure about showing my face, and so I was gonna do like a mascot and everything, just like those animation YouTubers." And then when I discovered VTubing, I thought that that was like a really good in between, and so now here I am. Yeah, I did waste a lot of time though, but like that's basically where I started like feeling like I want to create content for people like me, who might be feeling a little lost, especially during the pandemic. Like we weren't going out, we weren't doing things that we normally would, and it was all just it was like a difficult time. And the reason it also explains why I'm like this. The reason why I want to promote just enjoying your life and doing whatever you want, as long as it's not hurting anybody, of course. Um, is basically when I was feeling depressed like that, I kind of got like a eureka moment where I felt like if we're gonna die anyways, like life is so short. Like there's so little in life that's good still. Like there's so much shit in the world. So you better enjoy like the little things, whether it's a video game, whether it's drinking like a nice little cocktail every now and then, whether it's eating a piece of cake that you've been like depriving yourself of like for months. It's like as long as it's not hurting anyone, enjoy your life, like do whatever you want. And so that's kind of where I started with all that, because yeah, like I don't know if you guys saw Zombieland, but there was that one rule. It was enjoy the little things. And that's why I'm like, yeah, if you want to talk about hentai, talk about hentai. Like I mean, obviously you can't talk about that all the time. So at least on my platform, at least in my streams, you guys can talk about it openly. You can talk about like weird things that you like. You can talk about the weird homeless guy you talked to today. Yeah, so it's like that's basically where that all came from. It's like it seems so like obnoxious saying it out loud like that, but that's where I got like all this inspiration for my persona, and also like how I wanna like live my life basically, because for the most part I've been very sheltered like my whole life. Like this isn't an act. Like I've been like really really sheltered, and I wasn't really allowed to do much. And now that I'm a bit older, I'm like, you know what? Fuck them rules. Like even if I have to sneak around my parents and not let them know that I'm doing half of these things that I'm doing, at least I'm not like restricting myself anymore. At least I'm not suppressing my urges. You know. So yeah. And I want to encourage you guys to do that too. You know, life is so short. Like you could live a healthy life and still get hit by a bus. You know, like you don't want to like take any moment for granted. Like I was like I had eating disorders growing up, and then at some point I kind of just realized like later in life I was like, you know what? You know what? This isn't making me happy at all. Like this is not like helping anything. I'm going to have a slice of cake because I've been depriving myself that for a really long time. And like that little bit of cake is like the only bit of happiness I could have. So yeah. Mhm. The pandemic drove me insane. Exactly. No, you know what? My personality prior to the pandemic was so different. I never talked about unsay so things. Like I never even made dirty jokes. I didn't like blatantly watch hentai or like read dojinshis. I never drank. I don't smoke. I still don't smoke. But like I was so innocent. I've been corrupted. Oh man. I thought the rule from Zombieland was always double tap. There are a lot of rules. There were a lot of rules. Mm-mm. Lockdown corruption. Yeah, exactly. Like the mind break was real. You know, like I kind of just lost it one day. It's like here's the thing, right? There's nothing like feeling like you lost everything just to kind of like kick you in the ass and just be like, you know what? There's nowhere to go but up from here because yeah, because like I was kind of starting from I was pretty much starting from square one actually. Like I was in a long-term relationship with someone, and then we broke up pretty much like at the start of the pandemic because we couldn't handle like a long distance relationship. And so it's like I was supposed to marry this guy, and then no, it's not cloth though. But it's like after losing that person, I kind of realized like, oh, I have no more plans. Like I had like planned out the rest of my life around this relationship. Like I was gonna get married, I was gonna move out, I was gonna live with this person, we are gonna get like a dog, or something, and I was gonna like have like some sort of career. I can't say what the career was, but like basically the pandemic took like everything from me, my relationship, my career, because when we were forced into lockdown I couldn't meet with clients anymore. No, it's not prostitution. I just want to get that clear. I couldn't meet with clients anymore, and it's like an in-person kind of a job, so it's not something that I could have done online. And so I was like, like that, when I say like I had to start from square one, I mean it. Like I really had to start from square one. I had like no plans, and like everything that I planned up until that point was just like taken away from me. So I was like, what do I want to do with my life, you know? And so I thought about like how I was when I was younger. Like what were my original goals? What were my plans? What were my dreams? And then I thought like, hey, I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to be like a digital artist or something, you know? Like maybe I could do that. Like I know because like I felt guilty going to college for something and then not sticking to that career, you know? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Whether or not you went to college, that doesn't really mean like life or death for you. You know, it's like it's not the end all be all. If you went to college for something, you don't have to stick with that career. There's no guarantee that like you'll succeed in that field anyways. So if you feel like you're better off doing something else, don't worry about it. Like you could go to college for like accountancy. That doesn't mean you have to be an accountant forever. If you want to like take up, I don't know, like boxing, do it, you know? Because I never would have expected being this. I never thought I could be like the type of person to be one of the most talkative VTubers in an agency. I was so shy and so like so introverted that I didn't know how to communicate like for this long. Like I was never this yappy. I was never this talkative before. So, you know, it's like you just kind of need some sort of like switch that changes like how you're going to like live the rest of your life. Your chat start start VTubing. Yeah, if VTubing is something you actually want to do, even for a short while, you know, 'cause, like VTubing isn't something that you need to dedicate like 10 years to. You can just do it for a year. You can just do it for 6 months. It's okay. There's no rules against that. Hi Soma, you need a switch. I'm a switch. Ayo. Yo, shut the fuck up. I no, you need to dedicate 20 whole years. Yeah, you need to VTube as a cat girl until your tenure, until you retire as a 65-year-old. Would you guys watch a 65-year-old VTuber? I think there's an elderly VTuber somewhere. I don't remember what her name was, but I remember like a grandma VTuber. That was so fun. I love the concept. Lockdown also fucked a lot for me over. Lost all my friends due to it, my place I live, and threw my hobbies around. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Like the pandemic. Like no, like I'm one of the lucky ones. You know, like I didn't lose my house. I didn't like lose my job. I mean, I guess I did, but like it wasn't like the same as getting fired. I was like self-employed. Um, but like, and I also didn't really lose like any immediate family members. I mean, I lost like a couple, but like I wasn't like super close with them. So it's like I'm one of the lucky ones, and like that still traumatized me. That whole event still like affected me greatly, you know. And I just keep thinking like at the end of the day, like I want to turn that loss and that like drastic change into something that could benefit me. I want to like change that to something good, you know. So that's why I'm like doing this, because otherwise, all that time would have been for waste, I think. That's what I the super hack now. Yeah. We're gonna have some like some oldies but goodies. I can't wait to see more like unique VTubers. Mm-hmm. I also seen a couple fuck on stream and the wife actually getting pregnant from it, which is a super happy surprise because they thought she could not get pregnant due to what the fuck? Wait, 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 hold up. Wait, people were having sex on stream and she got pregnant from it. No, that's crazy. It was a stream miracle. It's good that you got supporters though. No, it's like I feel like you know what's so strange? It's like okay. So just to be like absolutely sincere, because I don't like being vulnerable in front of other people. But like just to be like really sincere and vulnerable for a second, right? Um the months, like the couple months leading up to our debut, I've been like my mental health was declining constantly. Like it hasn't been that bad in a while, and like it was pretty bad last year, but it just kept getting worse and worse, right? And so I was really like just pushing myself. I kept thinking like, you know what, like I don't really have time to worry about certain problems of mine. Like I need to just like get my work done. I just need to like get ready for the debuts and stuff like that. And eventually I just kind of lost my mind. Like, so you guys know that like, I had an assassination attempt, as we'll call it, on Twitter when I made like one dumb joke. It wasn't even a joke really. It was just me saying that I misinterpreted a word, and I was telling people, "Hey, look how dumb I was." Like look how dumb I was being. But people took that the wrong way and tried to cancel me within the first 3 days after debut. So that was very funny. But like I kind of just lost it. Like that was pretty much like not really the thing I was like concerned about at the time. Like I was already having like a mental health decline, because I mean it's hard not to compare yourself to others. First of all, I've always had a problem with comparing myself to others, but like I've gotten so concerned with the numbers, and I just hated the fact that I wasn't growing as much and I wasn't sure what I was lacking. and I just kept telling myself like I need to push myself, I need to do something, I need to do something. And then I just kind of lost it, and like I just needed a break, man. Like it had like nothing to do with the Twitter cancellation, but like I just needed a break. So I took a few days off, you know. I didn't open Twitter. I didn't open like any websites. I didn't look at anything. I wasn't streaming. Like I didn't even go into like the Discord server, you know? Like I was literally just like spending the first week just watching anime and reading manga. Like that was all it was. I was just having like a mental health break, right? Like an actual like unplug, like social media unplug, like mental health break. Because when people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a hiatus," meanwhile they're like streaming or like they're going on Twitter like every day for like months. I'm like, that's not a break. Like you need to actually like move away from. You need to step away from that. Yeah. And then Reddit got involved. I know they're weird, man. um, but like in regards to that, when I came back, I kind of just, I mean, like I told you guys, right? Like I, like something just clicked in my mind where it was, this is where I really appreciate Manager Son, because he's kind of like our guidance counselor. And he gave me like he was so nice about it, and he just kind of asked me something that I didn't think about for a while. He asked me like why I was doing any of this. Like, why did I want to be a VTuber? Why did I want to stream? And I kind of just realized, like, oh, I've lost my goals. Like, I've lost my initial my goal for content creation. Like when I was planning to be an indie before I even found out about Nexus, when I was planning to be an indie last year, I kept thinking, you know what? Even if I have a very small audience, I'm satisfied as long as people like my content, as long as they feel any type of happiness from watching my content. You know, like I was just going to be satisfied with a small number of people. Like I didn't need like a million subscribers on YouTube. I told myself like if I somehow miraculously reach 100,000 subscribers, that's me considering myself like successful. Like that is like my ultimate goal. Like once I reach that, that's my like my like I don't know, it's like it's how I know that I've succeeded. Like that's like my personal goal. Like it, because like a lot of people think 100K is like not enough and like you need to aim for 1 million. I'm like, no, I think I'd be satisfied with just like a small number, you know. And so when I was comparing myself to everybody and seeing how fast they were growing, I kind of lost sight of that. And now that I don't care about that as much anymore, and I've gone back to my original mental mentality where I should just be satisfied with having any type of support, even if it's just one or two people. As long as I'm making content that someone appreciates, I'm good with that. So I don't really have any like immediate goals in regards to numbers. You know, like I don't really care about winning the event. Let someone else have that, and I should just be satisfied with making content, because that was the whole reason for me doing this. I wanted to make content because I wanted to, and if someone appreciates it, then that's a positive. Were you supposed to be say so? How long would that have lasted? I was gonna be like just kind of like this, like we're just talking normally. We're just having like sincere conversations, and I was gonna ask people like how their day was and everything. And like every now and then we'll have like just a drinking party where it's like you don't have to drink alcohol, but like just kind of enjoy the vibes as if we were having a little like get together, a little social gathering. Not even the before Mirai girls even have wiki pages yet. Really? Oh, you were going to be boy. Yeah, I know. I know. That's why it's so interesting how things turned out. As I've said before, the main reason I kind of stopped giving a shit was because I realized that like me caring too much was what was making my mental health decline. Like I was comparing myself to everybody instead of wishing them like good luck with their careers, because I hated that. I'm close with these people, and to feel jealous is so uncomfortable, like because it's like I didn't want any of them to fail. Of course, I'm not like that jealous. I just wanted to also succeed, you know. But it's like for like a while I kind of isolated myself. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to like hang out with anybody. I wasn't joining like the voice calls as much as I used to. And then when I got that, that when I had that conversation with manager San, it was kind of like really good because my intentions are a lot more I don't want to say noble, but I guess more wholesome because I don't really I don't really care to beat anyone. I don't really care to be a top ranked person. I don't really care about earning a lot of money. I mean, it would be nice, but like it shouldn't be my only goal. You know, like that shouldn't be my number one goal. Um, Hi pickles, hello, and this is this is so freaking lame. But like I remember when I was younger, not like that young, but like when I was a teenager, I remember thinking like how I was like thinking of like, oh, what can I do to be famous? What can I do to be well known and like remembered by people, right? And I just remember like trying to think of like a bunch of different ways. That's why I wanted to be a YouTuber. Um and then at some point I kind of realized, I was like, oh, you know what? Like the odds of me becoming a celebrity or something like that, or making some sort of like scientific discovery, or like helping out like a noble cause, like with like environmentalism or charities or something like that, like that's like the odds of me becoming well known and remembered for those things, those achievements, very slim. And so I kind of told myself, you know what, even if it's just to like a few people, I want to be remembered as someone kind, someone genuine. And it's like, if like my loved ones can like remember me on my deathbed and like say that I was like a nice person to them, that's good enough for me. You know, like that's kind of how I want to do things. I want to just like focus on treating the people that actually care about me. I want to focus on treating them well and not taking any of them for granted. And that's why I don't really mind it if it's just like three of you guys watching me at a time or what. Like I appreciate every single one of you, even if it's just like Beebs restreaming me. Like I appreciate you guys. Parasocialism. Because like I said yesterday, like a lot of you guys probably are not that old yet. You're probably under the age of 40. But it's like, you have like the rest of your life to live. Like don't take any moment for granted. But it's even if it's something like having a mundane lifestyle, like try to enjoy it a little bit. Enjoy the taste of your coffee that you get every day before going to work. Enjoy like talking to your friends every Saturday when you get to see them. Hi Kashmir, hello. Parasocial. VTuber gets parasocial. You're super old. No, that's okay. You can. I mean, to be fair, when you compare it to like, let's say like a 100-year-old person, you're probably young in comparison. I know you love them, but eventually, as the battle royale winds, it's just going to be you and one other Nexan, and you're going to have a difficult decision to make. Would you guys have okay, so for funsies, I'll ask you this. So I'm sure a bunch of you guys have already seen like the Hunger Games, or at least know what it's about. What would you guys do if you were in the place of Katniss and Peeta at the end of it? So it was like basically the two of them left, right? And they were going to have to either kill each other or die together, right? What would you have done in that position? Like if you were close to someone and you had no choice but to kill them in order to get out of there alive, would you? Or would you do like the murder suicide thing? Suicide pact. I choked on my coffee. Hunger Squid Royale game. You know what? Squid Game was also similar. He basically had to fight off his childhood friend. Or I guess they weren't childhood friends, but like they've known each other since like college, I think, high school or college. And then they had to like choose to kill each other. Main character was mainly getting revenge because he killed the other person in cold blood. So that's why he was like just very angry. No, Panda, no. Bad panda. That's me spritzing you with water. But 6 feet below, they are going. Oh my god. Okay. Um, wait. What is that? What is that thing? Okay. If you were to slap your friend, your best friend, for like $1 million, would you do it? For me, it's like if they were really my best friend, they would want me to do it. They'd egg me on. They'd want me to do this. Slap the best friend. Yeah, exactly. It's like you got to yeah, it's like you'd be stupid. You'd be stupid to say no to that. It's just a slap. You would have done it for free. As a Chris Benoit type. I'd be in Battle Royale and I'd cheat to fuck with the game. Um Aw. Mhm. Mhm. You already slap your buddy when they mess up in beer pong. That's true. That's true. Mm. I think if my best friend refused $1 million just to avoid slapping me, I would slap them. Like I'd slap the shit out of them for being so stupid. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. You know that meme? Would you still love me if I was a worm? You know that meme, and you're supposed to basically just say yes because it's never gonna happen, and you don't want to piss off your girlfriend, right? Um, Thinking about my answer in that regard, if I had to ask someone, like let's say I'm dating you and I ask you, would you still love me if I was a worm, and you said yes, I would be like, what the fuck, why would you date a worm? You're weird. Go date a human person, you freak. I'm so I'm so weird about that because it's like I'm so ready to sacrifice my own happiness for someone else's happiness. It's like I don't want to hold someone back. Like if I'm dating you and you somehow catch feelings for someone else, I would rather you dump my ass and go after that person because I don't want to be with someone who's going to cheat on me. I don't want to be with someone who's thinking about someone else. Like I would rather you just be honest. Like just go for it. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. So it's the same thing with the worm thing. Or if I died and you were thinking about not marrying anyone ever again, I'm like, why would you do that? Like you have like how many years left? Just go for it. Like why are you attracted to a worm? Yeah, it's weird. And now you didn't like that. -5 points. I wish you told my ex. Right? Yeah, it's like if you're. You know what? I'm so weird about that. If I'm like cocky, shut up. Like every time I have a love interest, right, and I'm in the talking stage with somebody, I always tell them, hey, just so you know, if you catch feelings for someone other than me, just let me know, okay? I will like I will back off just so you could be happy. I'm not going to be happy about it obviously, but it's a lot easier than be like betrayed later on, or like hurt later on. Like I'd rather be disappointed now than betrayed later. This is how I avoid assassinations. um I thought about it, and I think that's why I like website.com.org, despite how deplorable a lot of you guys are, because let's face it, you guys are deplorable. You guys are honest. And I think the anonymity is what makes you guys honest. You will say what you think and feel with no regard, with no remorse. And I like that because like as I've said yesterday, I don't like Twitter because a lot of the time it's performative. They get clout by pretending to care about social issues that they don't actually care about, right? So it's like I would rather spend time with people that say mean things to my face than people that will only say mean things behind my back. That's why I'm okay with my friends, because my friends will tell me things to my face, and they know that if I have any problems with them, I'll tell them stuff to their face. Because I think you're allowed to talk shit about someone as long as you're also willing to say it to their face directly, because that doesn't make you a snake. That makes you it's okay to criticize someone to other people as long as you're also willing to criticize them directly, because that's what being a true friend is like. You have to correct your friend's bad behavior. I'm constantly being corrected. Deplorable gang, let's go. um, if you became a worm, I would eat you. I mean, some of you guys already want to eat me, anyways. What if they said being a worm is better? That's crazy. It's like, would you still love me if I was a worm? Hell yeah. Like Vor GF. You like the toxic people. Listen. There's nothing I despise more than fake people. You know, because fake people can backstab you. Fake people can betray you. And I've been screwed over by these types of people so many times that I'd rather I'd rather know someone's intentions even if those intentions are not good intentions. You know? Like um what was that? Yeah, better to have an honest enemy, you know? The worm or anything. Love can take the form of giving the worm some really nice dirt. That's cute. A worm GF is low maintenance. I'm actually pretty low maintenance. Like surprisingly, I'm very low maintenance. Like I come across as high maintenance, but it's like I'm high maintenance only on the outside. Like I literally told people that if I invite you to my birthday party, you don't have to get me anything, not even a gift. Like I just want your company. Let me treat you to a meal, you know? Let like your presence is the gift. And if you actually really want to get me a gift, I'm fine with just snacks from 7-Eleven. You don't have to buy me anything. You don't have to get me a purse or necklace or anything. I can buy that myself. I can buy my own gifts. But like, spending time with me, gifting me something that I wouldn't think to get myself, or even just buying me some snacks that I could eat that day, that I would appreciate a lot more. You know? Yeah. I remember a couple years ago, I had a birthday party, and one of my friends, he gave me a plastic bag full of goodies from 7-Eleven. It was so nice. Hmm. I shoto. Like, are you really Shuksto or not? Man. Uh, so like, yeah, I'm surprisingly low maintenance. That's why I have a very interesting upbringing, right? My parents, especially my father, care a lot about outward appearances. They care a lot about how to conduct ourselves, how to they care a lot about our family image, and so like all this weird stuff that I have going on right now, this is all stuff that I don't show them. Like they don't know half the things that interest me. They don't know half the things I say, and it's like it's fascinating because it's like I'm living a double life. I mean, you always have to hide yourself, at like family gatherings, like family reunions, right? Like, like when the queer kid has to act straight when visiting their relatives for Thanksgiving. It's kind of like that. I have to act very repressed, very normal when I'm around my parents. And so like that's why they can't really know about this side of me at all. I envy people that can tell their parents about their VTubing. Hello JJR, hello. They don't know I'm a DGen. Yeah, they can't know. I'm letting them think that I'm still a virgin. Like I'm letting them believe that I'm still waiting till marriage. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So they don't know. No, they don't know. They don't know at all. They figured out I wasn't what? No, that's so unfortunate. No. Have too much fake fruit. Yeah, how to get a worm GF. I'm a snail of a partner. No, my God, salty. Shut the fuck up. I'm new to this app, so I don't know what to do. I don't know either. But basically, think of it as like a platform that's okay. So you know what cable TV is like, right? Think of it as watching like cable TV. You turn on You open the app and it's basically like turning on the TV. You don't know what's on, you don't know who's available, and so you just have to pick and choose and hop around finding the right channel for you, you know? And sometimes you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. It's like, okay, two of my favorite TV shows are on right now. What do I watch? So think of it as like that. And because like there's gonna be times where nothing interesting is on, so you just have to like close the app and leave. So it's basically like turning off the TV and just going on your phone. They can't be saying none though. I was born when my mom was. That's true. That's what I mean. My mother like she was pregnant before they even got married, you know? So I'm like, okay, she's either a hypocrite or just trying to make sure that none of us turn out like her, where we're forced into a marriage because of an accidental pregnancy, you know? Hi, hello to the new people living in city. Yeah, that's why I'm like, my parents are incredibly hypocritical. And that's the thing, that's another thing. Not only do I dislike dishonest people, I also dislike hypocrites, you know. So that's why I really don't like Twitter mobs. They're all like that. They're all fake, and they're all doing it for clout. They don't actually care about social issues. They like to pretend, but it's all if it's all for clout, then how sincere can you really be? And yeah, a lot of them are hypocrites. Like, you know, those people that hate on lolly VTubers because they're like, oh, you like lolly, you're a pedo. But then you see their Twitter likes, and it's like a lot of underage characters. Interesting that you like this lewd art of a lolly. Twitter is the worst right now. It is. I think the pandemic like fucked up with their mentality as well, but like in a horrible, horrible way. I don't know how people can't go live because I get shy when it's my first time because like you're talking in front of tons of people. Surprisingly, this is a lot easier for me. Like ever since I was pretty young, I've been comfortable performing in front of an audience because you're all kind of faceless to me. You know, it's like there's so many people that I can't focus on just one person. But if it's something like talking to like just one person, I can see their facial expressions. I can read their emotions. I can hear the way they're talking to me, and like I'm like overthinking way too much about like, oh my god, did I say something wrong? Like, do they like me? Like, am I boring them? You know. But if it's like this is more comfortable because it's like I'm just talking to a void and just reading. You know. Mm-mm, mm-hmm. Hi. 1 million sub goal, making the parents watch it truly. No, no. I did scared of a yeah. What are you scared of a four-letter word? I did think about this before. The abyss yaps back. I did think about this before, where it's like none of my IRL friends know about my VTubing because some of them have online they have like online platforms. Some of them have like, you know, they're either artists or streamers or cosplayers, and so I dread the possibility of them accidentally doxing me by having me on their streams and then calling me by my name Enaria. Like no one's supposed to know who I am, right? So just to protect myself even more, none of my real life friends know about this. They don't even know that I like VTubing. I do have a contingency plan. It's a very smart plan. Here's what it is. If ever there comes a time where one of my friends comes across any of my content, like, you know, like a YouTube short or something like that, they'll send it to me and they'll be like, "Hey, this person kind of sounds like you." My contingency plan is this. I'll just simply reply, "Damn, that's crazy." I think it's foolproof. I think it'll work. I think it's pretty good, right? Like because I think they won't buy it if I say something like what's VTubing, but I think they'll buy it if I just act like, oh, that's weird, you know, like just play dumb but not that dumb. Yeah, it's like really nah, like what are you talking about? That doesn't sound anything like me. Yeah, it's like I do know about this one VTuber. I can't remember who it was, but this VTuber from a couple of years ago, her friend found one of her TikToks and sent it to her and like realized that it was her because of the sound of her voice. And I never want to have that experience like at all. So I'm like, okay, let's let's be a small fry in the VTubing community because so far none of my friends are super hardcore VTuber fans. Surprisingly normie group of people. It's very interesting. Like I'm one of the more like anime centric types of weebs in our group. Everyone else is kind of normie, surprisingly. And I only know about two of them who actually watch VTubers, but it's only like mainstream corpo VTubers. They are not gonna come across my content, so I'm very comfortable with living my Hannah Montana lifestyle, my double life. It's voice changer time. Let's go. Yeah, I'll be like, wow, that's so crazy. What are you talking about? That doesn't sound anything like me. Only real VTuber degenerates have stumbled here in randos from TikTok. Yeah, absolutely. I dread the day that I'm trying to have a very low profile. Like even when I start making YouTube content, I don't want to get so big that I end up on like any drama tubers like channels. I don't want to be clipped by them because that means like there's a risk that my two friends might come across that. I don't think they watch VTuber news though, so hopefully they're too normie for that. I hide my personality to some friends. I think everyone does that. Do you guys do that where it's like you kind of have a different personality depending on the friend group or depending on who you're talking to? You you act differently to your parents, to your siblings, to your friends, to your classmates, to your coworkers, to your online friends. I think everyone does that. Enaria canceled by Reddit, man, they failed because I didn't really care. That's the thing, like they already misconstrued something relatively harmless and turned it into something it wasn't. And they didn't even bother watching any of my VODs where I was explaining my point of view and my perspective on things. So if I said anything else on Twitter, they would have just used that as ammunition. They would have been like, why didn't you apologize sooner? Why didn't you apologize at all? Or like, why did you say this thing in your apology statement? Like, why, like they're gonna have something to complain about, so I might as well like not give them anything to complain about. Good way to, yeah. People just cancel stuff just like, exactly. That's why I don't really buy into the whole Twitter mob thing. A lot of the time they spread rumors. You know what I hate about Twitter? They'll start a hate campaign based off of misinformation that nobody bothered checking. Like people will take a clip out of context and be like, this person is a racist. And then if you just watch like the full clip, like the full like 2 minute conversation, you'll find out that they're not racist. But none of these people want to do any bit of research, and they'll just take one freaking statement off of Twitter where someone says that VTuber is a racist and hates like colored people or something, and they'll run with it. And I don't like that. Like, think for yourselves, do like even with me, if it's something to do with like rumors about like certain VTubers or content creators, I will search for the actual clip. I will search for the actual tweet just to see what actually was said, right? But these people don't do that. They're too lazy. They have like a very short attention span, which I do not appreciate. Angry now, think later. Yeah, exactly. They're like they have the attention span of a TikTok toddler, but the rage of a Reddit mod. Not a good combination. Not a good combination. Mm-mm. The pizza delivery man perceived me. He saw my microphone through the door and was like, "Bro, you're a streamer. What's your Twitch?" I hate that. I had a friend who was a Twitch streamer, but he was also like he had a normie job, right? And at one point they had to do a Zoom call, and they saw his Twitch setup, and they were like, "Wait, are you a streamer?" He was like, "No." I was That was it's already over. It's an over. It's funny that the Uno reverse card on a cancellation attempt is as simple as not giving a shit. Exactly. I took some lessons from Jebediah Schlatt. You know, it's like you can't get canceled unless you allow yourself to get canceled. You know, if you did something wrong, make a proper apology. But if you didn't, then don't apologize. Simple as that. You know, that's like something kindergartners learn. You don't apologize for no reason, and you definitely don't apologize if you don't mean it. You know, if you're not sorry for what you did, don't apologize. If you have nothing to be sorry for, don't apologize. It's that simple. Don't give in to people who are just getting mad at you. That's literally just bullying. What's crazy though is that AI can almost mimic someone's voice, so they can easily make something up. Yeah, no, and that's when you're just like, there's so many things that someone could say about you, and pretty much just ignore most of it. Like if it's something that actually involves, like, you know, your safety or a crime, say something then. But like if it's something like, you know, for example, some people have been calling me a whore, and I'm just, to which I'm like, yeah, and you know, like, who cares? I get called a whore just for being a woman. Like, it doesn't matter. I had deja vu. Did we talk about this yesterday? I think so. I mean, I'm always mad about Twitter. Not an AI written apology though. That makes me laugh when people just do not give a shit that they let AI write their apology about their scandals. Like, that is terrible. Don't do that. Don't say anything. Don't let AI write your apology. Reflect by taking 1 week vacation. Yeah, that's what happened. You know, when I was canceled on Twitter and Reddit, I had to take a week off to think about my actions and really reflect on them. I was watching anime. Who said that? Let me at him. It's okay. I mean, I'm open about it. I will say this. I mean, I have never taken a single dollar from someone who asked for sexual favors. So I do appreciate when that one person on website.com.org said that I wasn't a whore because I do it for pleasure, and that makes me a shameless slut. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't do things for money. If I did, I wouldn't be saying half the things I say on stream, you know? I'd be very, very safe, so I'd be very safe. I'd be, it's like, oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so loving. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, here's my Fansly. Here's my Patreon. Like, oh no, I just accidentally dropped my Amazon wish list for no reason. Whoa. They would get pissed off from you accepting. That's how you, yeah, exactly, right? There's like, bro, just chill out. You know, it's like there's so little to enjoy in life. Don't get mad at the small things. If, like, here's the thing, right? There's so much shit in the world. You don't have to like be angry all the time, you know? Like, sure, it's like frustrating and you want to take your anger out on something, but you don't have to, especially not all the time. Mm. Mad call outs. You know, I did notice that, where, you know how cancel culture is kind of like very weird nowadays, where it's like the cancellations are not really real cancellations, and they're just kind of like mad, and they're trying to cancel someone just because of that. I feel like it's less about cancel culture nowadays and more about call out culture. I think people like being able to say, this random Minecraft YouTuber groomed me when I was a minor. And then when you look into it, it's like, okay, you DM'd them when you were 17. And then when you turned 18, you accuse them of grooming you. That is not that is not the same thing. Because they think it gives them some sort of like clout. I don't know if it's like a sympathy thing, but they're, I don't know, they're fishing for it, right? And I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't misuse like people's white knight behaviors and take advantage of that for your own personal gain. It's like, how weird is that so many people on Twitter are trying to get clout by portraying themselves as a victim of something horrible. That's so weird. It's like, can't you just like do a song cover, do a little dance? Can't you like just make a meme? Like, can't you just act normal for like 20 minutes? Try to cancel me for stepping on his foot. He's like, he physically abused me. He's always looked down on me, and this is proof. No, they are so weird. They're so weird. All of them are weird. Twitter's just 2016 Tumblr. Yeah, exactly. That, you know what? That's what it is though. That is exactly what it is. I remember back in the day, yeah, around that time on Tumblr, it was around the same time as like anti SJW culture, where people were like, I identify as an attack helicopter, or like, like my pronouns are nor slash mull, and so it's like, I feel like it kind of became a thing where so many Tumblr people started, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but basically they were so traumatized by all of that, that they've made an enemy out of everyone that is a straight white male, right? The cis het white males, and now like that became like their ultimate enemy. Everyone who's queer, who's a person of color, who's a woman, everyone should hate straight white males. And it basically stemmed from that era of Tumblr, because all these people were like, it's like, hey, like, did you guys also get traumatized by straight white men bullying you for your identity or whatever? And that became, it's like, when you're the one doing all the harassment and bullying, it's you're no longer getting revenge on your bullies. You're now becoming the bully, so I don't like that. There's a whole culture where, yeah, I know, for real. And it's so awful, dude. It's bad, because it's like, because nowadays it's like, I feel like straight white men are now made to feel embarrassed, or like that whole white guilt thing, where it's like, you didn't choose to be straight, white, or a man, but now people are hating you for it, and basically blaming you for the atrocities that other minorities face. And it's like, is this not the definition of like blatant discrimination? Is this not like sexism, racism? People are like, you can't be racist to white people. I'm like, it seems like we're kind of dangerously close to that being like a factual thing, and it has been a factual thing. So it's like, don't let the Twitter people make you feel shitty for who you are. You know, like, what did I walk into? Me shitting on Twitter as always. I love shitting on Twitter. I don't think they've been acting right for the longest time, and I'm not afraid to call them out on it. They won't even watch my streams, but like, at least you guys know my thoughts on the subject, which is that I don't like people that parade around with like a holier than thou attitude, and then be ultimately worse than the people they're criticizing. Like, for example, I say a lot of weird shit on stream, but I know how to act normal if I wanted to. These people will never act normal, unfortunately. Can Twitter get new policies or something, right? Like, I really want them to like change things up. But now it's like, that whole like dead internet theory. Yeah, it's like so many bots and so many ads on there. It's so annoying. I came here from Twitter, and ironically, that's okay. How can people go live on here? I don't know. We had a contract. I'm not really sure. You have to apply somewhere. It should be on AniLive's website. But yeah. Mm, V V Twitter don't watch streams. You'll be lucky if they'll even watch clips. Exactly. They don't have the drive to watch clips that will clear people's names, but they will scrub through someone's Twitter, like whether it took like 5 years, like going back to 5 years, like through someone's Twitter, just to find something to incriminate them with. Like, it's so fucking annoying. It's like you don't have anything else to pin on someone that you don't like. So what you're doing is going back in time and like going through the archives just to see that they said the N word, like not even like the hard R, just like the A version, saying that when they were like 12 years old. Like, is that what you're resorting to because you have no other arguments? You know, because like here's my opinion. I think people can change. I think everyone should be allowed to grow and mature. Because like whenever someone's like they said the N word. My first thought is, do they still say it? Like, are they still saying it, or was that something that happened in 2012? You know, because if they don't say it now, then it's perfectly reasonable to like assume that they don't say it anymore at all, or that they grew from like their past self. You know, so I think that everyone, even horrible people, should have room to grow and make amends. But people that are trying to use like past mistakes to just criticize someone's like current self, I think that's really scummy. Because like everyone did something wrong at some point, you know. But these people are doing something wrong now, you know. They're what do we call them? Cry bullies, where they're trying to be like, you can't criticize me for being horrible because I'm a woman. That means you're misogynistic. Or like, I'm black, so you'll be racist if you criticize me in any way. Or I'm queer, so that means you're homophobic. It's like, don't weaponize your oppression. Like, people are criticizing you for your actions, not your identity. You know, like, just because you're doing it to straight white men doesn't mean it's okay for you to claim everyone else is doing it when they say that you're being crazy. And that's why I don't like Twitter moms. They're always like that. Digital footprint. Yeah, no, it's like I think they got way too comfy with thinking that that's enough to cancel someone. Like I said, if you don't let it bother you, it won't bother you. Like people will forget, you know. People will move on to the next drama and the next scandal. There's so many things that go on constantly that it really won't matter in a couple weeks. Mm, go around. You can only be damned to hell once, and then there's nothing to lose. Exactly. Once I got my assassination attempt on Twitter, I just stopped caring about their opinions. I was supposed to be say so. I was supposed to be more brand friendly, and then after that, I was like, you know what? If they were already mad at me, I've tainted my image forever, and now I can get away with half, like, with, you know, like a lot more things. Because it's like, if they already hate me, I might as well give them something to be mad at. You know, like, it's like, oh, you were mad about something that wasn't really a problem. I'll be an actual problem for you then. Here's more legitimate reasons for you to hate me, Twitter. Because yeah, exactly. It's like, so I guess you've seen like the stuff where um all the stuff regarding video games these days, right? Or even movies, where people are being a little too SJW about things to a very weird degree. And anyone that criticizes them or corrects them, they're like, you're racist, you're sexist, you're homophobic. And I'm just like, you guys are dumb. Like, there's an actual reason that they're criticizing you, and like I said, you're weaponizing your oppression. You can't just pull out the I'm a minority card, or I'm a minor card, I'm a person of color card. You can't just pull that out whenever someone criticizes you, because if anything, they're not being discriminatory, because they're not criticizing you for your identity, they're criticizing you for your actions. So that is the exact opposite of being a bigot, actually. So yeah, that's where my attitude about this came from, because like I said, I really hate people that are fake like that. I really hate hypocrites. I'm okay if someone has like, if they're actually authentically like that, you know, like what was that thing that like the thing from the Bible, you know, he who is without sin may cast the first stone, or something, or you know, people with glass houses shouldn't throw rocks, or something like that. And so yeah, it's like, you better be the purest person in the world who's never done anything wrong in their whole life to be able to criticize people for something like that, you know? Like like that's why like people are not surprised when those that are really loud about their SJW ness, They probably said some really weird things. They probably had some really weird beliefs their whole life. They probably still do. So yeah, that's why I don't want to bend the knee. None of you guys should bend the knee unless you actually have something to apologize for. If it's just them harassing you until you apologize, don't do it, because then they'll just be like, "See, they apologized. That means they did something wrong." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." Titty bots can't even calm people down. What have we come to? Yeah, exactly. It's like it's awful, man. And that's why cancellation is so ineffective lately. They've hit a critical mass where they've criticized so many people that the out group is now the majority. Yeah, I know. Just being like, oh, you like anime? That means you're a pedo. I'm like, huh? Why don't you actually go after real pedos? You know, don't be going after anime fans. You're weirdo. So yeah, that's why I don't like these people one bit. I think their morals are skewed. I think it's all performative. They can claim that it isn't, but we know it is. We know that it's all for clout. Otherwise, they would be doing this shit privately. Otherwise, they'd be doing something else. Like, you know, the people that are like, "Oh, you don't know about this important this important socio-political issue. Educate yourself." And I'm like, "Well, if you want me to care so much, why don't you make a concise explanation for me?" They're like, "I don't have time to do that. You should look it up yourself." I'm like, "No, no, I don't want to." And then they demand that you do. And I'm like, "Well, if you cared so much, you would make like a video about it so that you could spread the word on YouTube or something, right?" But they don't do that. They don't have the energy to do that. But they have the energy to scroll through Twitter all day and get mad at random people. That's why I don't like them. They're weird. They're not productive, and all they want to do is be mad, just for the sake of being mad, because they don't want to go to therapy. That's what I kind of learned about myself. Whatever stress and frustrations I have, I need to expel that outward, and I don't really want to direct that at anybody that doesn't deserve it. You know, these people think that they're doing the right thing, and it's noble that they want to do some good, but the way they're going about it is terrible, and it should not keep happening. Like I said yesterday, if you wanna help a cause, don't boycott and get mad at people that don't boycott. Donate. You know, that's the best way you can really help your cause. It's kind of like think of it this way. Let's say there's two sides, and it's like a civil war, right? I mean, this has nothing to do with anything related to current events. This is just a very specific metaphor, okay? Okay. Let's say there's a civil war, and one side is your side and the other side is the enemy. And instead of giving like bread to the starving children on your side, you instead get mad at anyone that gives bread to the other side. It's like that's not helpful. Like the people, you know that thing where it's like when parents scold children for not eating everything on their plate because there's starving children in Africa. I'm like, but if I eat everything on my plate, like what's gonna happen to them? You know, it's like I know what they mean. They mean that don't take your blessings for granted. That's fine, but they don't frame it like that. They make it seem like it has some sort of correlation, but it doesn't. So it's think of it as that. It's like instead of getting mad at people that give bread to the starving children on the opposite side, be productive and give bread to the starving children on your side. That is a lot more productive. That is where like the whole activist part is actually active, because otherwise it's all performative. You're just pretending to care. You're just pretending to help. Yeah. Yeah, it has nothing to do with current events. Like I said, it's just a very specific metaphor. That is my legal official statement. Wink. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, these people are, yeah, no, it's like when you're getting most of your information from Twitter or TikTok, you're bound to come across people who misconstrued a bunch of information, who misinterpreted a lot of things, right? So I may be uneducated, but I'm not out here spewing things I don't know about, right? Like I'm not out here spreading like false information to other people who also don't want to do any research. Like I don't have the time to look into everything, but the stuff that I do look into, I hyper fixate. I will watch a 3 hour deep dive on an important topic if I really wanted to, just so I get as much information as I can. But like these people aren't willing to do that. They want to watch their little TikToks. They want to watch their YouTube shorts. You expect me to read? Like I'm just a woman. I'm just a mere woman. Give your bed today, and together we will help them. No. but but basically that's how I feel about it, and this is not a call to action. Manager San, I'm not asking them to go harass people on Twitter. Just for the record, okay? This is just a way. This is just my piece of advice. If ever you get into some controversy, or if you ever see some weirdo people online, like that's what I wanna. That's the thing that I want you guys to take away from this stream today, basically. Mm-mm. Because the last thing I want is for you guys to kind of be the types of people I hate. Like, yeah, no, so it's like I would this is like a weird thing to say, but like I would rather have someone like sit quietly about a subject rather than like picking fights online about that subject when they don't know much about that subject. I feel like it's the same as, okay, some people are like, oh, like, inaction is you picking a side. I'm like, well, not really. I mean, you are allowed to be like non-vocal about your political beliefs. You're allowed to just stay put, like escapism is kind of the whole point of like the internet. And why would anyone ask a VTuber for their political views? Like, I'm just an internet woman. I'm just an anime girl. Like don't expect so much from me. Attack Twitter for the glory of Princess. No. Yeah, we shall ride at dawn. People don't need to have exactly. I think the internet, especially, I'm just gonna say it, western twitter western twitter is very political. Like, holy shit, you cannot talk about an anime that you like without someone trying to like say something about you. They'll be like, oh, you like this anime, that means you like children, or like you like this anime, that means you're racist, or like you like this thing, or you hate that thing. It's like, dude, can I just not watch the anime characters do things that work in anime? Like, can I not just watch cute girls be cute girls? Like, so they're weird. They wanna make everything political. Like, I mean, recently, right? The whole Starbucks and McDonald's thing. Why is that political? Like, yes, everything in life can be made political, but not everything is political. That's the difference. Like, you using a smartphone could be turned into something political if, like, the person is crazy enough to do so. Like, chill out. We just barely survived a global pandemic. Can you like just enjoy life a little bit? Like, whether it's being a furry, or watching anime girls, or listen to reggae music, can you just chill out? Can you just enjoy life? Maybe if you like crocheted a little bit more, you wouldn't be so angry at like random people on Twitter, you know? So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, so it is funny though, because some people have noted that I'm not super active on Twitter as much as I used to be. And I mean, like, a lot of people might think that it's because, like, Manager San told me not to, like, make so many posts on Twitter, especially since I'm, like, a brand risk, right? I'm gonna be honest, the main reason I don't post on Twitter anymore, unless I need to, is because I keep getting bonked by Twitter for posting too much, and I keep hitting my Twitter limit. I like it's so embarrassing whenever I'm like, oh, I need to tweet that I'm about to start my stream, or I need to tweet out something important like canceling my stream or something like that, and then Twitter's like, you reached the post limit for today. I'm like, ah, fuck. And I've reached that like 5 times already since debut. So now I'm like avoiding Twitter just so that I don't like get swallowed up by the just like the scrolling and end up like liking too many posts or replying to posts or reposting things or tweeting. I'm doing this for future Enaria's benefit. It's not because I'm scared of Twitter. Like I don't give a shit about Twitter, but like I do give a shit about like the Twitter limit. I don't want to give any money to Elon. No money for him. He's crazy. He's weird. I don't like the way he names his kids. I'm surprised. No, here's the problem. It's not just posts. They also count replying and also liking, which I really hate because that shouldn't count at all. Like I get like a post limit, but those should not count at all. Um. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Mm-mm. Actually, yeah, I do not call it X.com. It sounds way too dumb, and I don't want to give Elon what he asks for. I'm like, yeah, screw you, Elon Musk. I don't like you. I think you're a weirdo. Yeah, thank God. I did get very toxic at some point back in 2019. That was around the time when the Funimation scandal with the Kick Vic campaign happened, when they were trying to they did this whole cancellation attempt, this whole hate campaign against Vic Mignogna, right? And I believe that man is innocent, and every single thing that they accused him of was like proven false. But I didn't appreciate that, and it was like like one side against the other side, and I was a big supporter, and I got very heated and very toxic. And when I realized that, oh, I'm kind of getting angrier and angrier from being on Twitter and arguing with people all day, and that's when I decided to just delete my Twitter account and not go on there ever again. And the only reason I'm back on there is because of this VTubing thing. So yeah, no, don't call it that. I don't like call it. Oh, that sounds terrible. Hang on. I cannot mention liking Tanya the Evil on Twitter without being hit by the lolicon. And you know what's so funny about Tanya the Evil? Um, so when you compare the art style on like from the manga and the anime, you'll see a very obvious difference, right? And basically, I don't know if it was the mangaka or what, but like I heard that the mangaka told them to change the art style of the characters, especially the female characters on the anime, because he doesn't want people to lewd them and only like the anime for the waifus. He wants them to actually watch the content. And I'm like, jokes on you. I'm still into it. I thought Tanya the Evil was so fucking funny because it's like she's so freaking base, right? But at the end of the day, it's like that's not like a weird precocious little girl. That's like an adult man in a tiny little girl body. It's so fucking funny. That must be why like imagine if it was kind of like those like VTubers, like okay, so for example, like Rev says Desu, right? Like he has like a lolly VTuber, but he has like a man voice. So if you imagine like Tanya the Evil, what could have been if she just was voiced by a man? That would have been so funny. I've been followed by some random VTubers. IDK if they're bots. They're bots if they DM you talking about like they're trying to market themselves, and I'm just like, ew. If I wanted to commission you, I would seek you out myself. I don't want you to like promote your weird ads in my DMs. I don't respond to those. They might just be random people then. Rest in piss, Rooster Teeth. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. x.com will always sound like exactly. It's weird, right? um the anime is a little ugly, but it's hard to adapt. Tanya would love atheist Reddit. She's great. I love that character so much. Man, imagine what could have been if Lolly Naria was like Tanya the evil in regards to like the way she speaks. I would have just been cackling. I would have been insulting everyone, talking about how like stupid and insignificant and inferior everyone else is. Like it's like you guys are my people, but like everyone else is trash. They're nothing but swine. The rats that crawl that crawl through the sewers, you know, they're just bugs under my shoe. That would have been a completely different stream vibe. I remember my friend sending me a pic of a woman on Tinder, and there was a mirror behind her, and it was actually a. I saw that. I saw something like that online. That was so funny to me. That's great. Farron is so funny because the purple hair girl's insanely clothed. Not on Twitter though. She is so busty, and I there's something about that, right? Where I was this close. I was so close to doing that to my character, where I was gonna have like a very busty character, but like she looks very, like studious or something. Because I really like that character. I really like Fern, but like I relate to Freerin. Like Fern is who I want to be aesthetically, and then Freerin is how I feel as a person. I like how Freerin just like doesn't care about a lot of things. She's lived too long. Um, Oh, I forgot to say. Okay. So I have not received any marshmallows yet. I thought I made my instructions very clear. So it's like either so am I supposed should I just like actually just post it on Twitter just to remind you guys? The whole thing that's happening this Saturday. I need marshmallows. I couldn't find it. Oh, okay. Maybe I will just post it. How about this? Since you guys already know what's up and like some of you guys post on website.com.org, I'll just make a tweet with like my marshmallow link, and then I'll just be like, to whom it may concern, the people that know what this is for, here it is. Here's my marshmallow. Use it wisely. You're so bad with Maros. Okay. Again, because of Saturday's stream, so first I'm gonna have my suitors application stream, and so you guys will be giving me marshmallows, where you basically try to convince me to consider you as a potential suitor. You can say whatever you want, as long as if it's a copy pasta. I swear to God, if you do decide to send me a copy pasta, make sure you make it funny so that it somehow relates to the concept. Okay. Hi Kyoto, hello. So yeah, so send me marshmallows. Basically trying to convince me, try to sell yourself to me as if you're like a car salesman. Okay, tell me why I should why I should ride you. Don't do the Vaporeon copy pasta chat. No, I've seen that too many times. Something else. But yeah, so I will be asking you guys to sign them so that I know who sent them in. And if you don't want to do that, send me titles and episode numbers of different hentai or ecchi, so I may watch that during a watch along stream with Clotho. We're gonna be doing it on his stream after my stream. So yeah, because I'm very comfortable and good quality. Aw, that's cute. That's cute. I gotta go get the milk because the milk has it. Okay. um but yeah, so I'll just make a post on Twitter so you guys remember, because I felt like yesterday you guys definitely forgot as soon as I ended my stream, so I'll make a post on Twitter later. hmm How'd you make your avatar? I drew it. I have I instead of Photoshop or Clip Studio, I use Ibis Paint X on my phone. I have a pen tablet, and I literally draw everything on my phone. I have one of those tablets that only cost like $20 that you can hook up to your phones. It's very handy, and you have to do multiple layers. I had like almost 100 layers. I think I had like 95 layers all in all. And then I sent the Photoshop file over to my rigger, and my riggers did the rigging. Yeah, yeah, no, for real. Like, and this is a relatively simple design. Like, I was thinking like, okay, I only have 2 weeks to do this. I don't want to like make it overly complicated for the rigger, right? So I could have done a lot more. I could have separated, for example, like the lace, or let me hang on. So like, for example, like the ruffles on my skirt, the skirt layers, um the lace on my clothes, all of that should have been separate, but I wanted to make it more convenient for the rigger. So I decided to make them all in one piece so that they didn't have like more layers to work with. Because yeah, it would not have just been like less than 100. It would have been like more than 100 layers if I did that. You did it in 2 weeks. Yeah, I was like working day and night, and I got so pissed off because I was like, okay, I need like crunch time. I need to like stay up all night for this for like the last 2 days. So I got myself a Red Bull, and I drank the Red Bull. It's my first time drinking a Red Bull by itself. I normally have it as like a cocktail, and I drank the Red Bull and I passed out. I guess caffeine's really not good for me. Like, every time I drink something caffeinated, it just knocks me like the fuck out. Like so yeah, coffee doesn't really help me either. It also just puts me to sleep. Hmm. The Red Bull did not work one bit. No. I don't know if Monster Energy would work. I should probably try some Monster Energy. Just to see what they're like. Just to see what they're like. I wonder if like gamer subs or G Fuel would ever work on me, cuz are they like caffeinated? They should be, right? They're like energy drinks. I don't get why. Wait, slap stop. You can get so many babies out of this thing. I mean, ayo. I'm like, let's have 100. We'll have them hunt each other down because there can only be one heir to the throne. um, I thought you were drawing on an iPhone. No, no, no. I swear I don't get why. Yeah, I don't get that either. I also don't know actually. Yeah, true. I came out with 70 layers in a week. It was all I did for some. Yo, that's awesome. That's good though. See, that's the thing. Like, my design is relatively complicated, so even a simple design is already impressive. Like, this is not easy to do at all. They say if you're a hyper person, caffeine makes you sleep instead. Oh, I see. I thought it was like ADHD related, so it could be that. It could be that also. Let them do the Hunger Games. Let the best child win. I'll be like, come here, sweeties. One of you is my favorite child. I won't tell you who it is, but you guys just have to figure it out. Baby Royale, let's go! What's the first letter? That would be so funny. Like, I'll just have I'll have my several suitors, and then out of the bunch, I'll have my betrothed, my husband, and we will have multiple children, and those multiple children will have to fight to the death in order to get the throne, in order to inherit. They need to they basically have to act like little baby sharks in my womb. Did you know about that? Like, when sharks have live births, it's like survival of the fittest. The eldest and most developed shark baby eats the rest of the eggs, eats the rest of the embryos, so only one can survive. That'll be my children. Yeah, no, it's like, I'm just thinking about like little kids like fighting each other with like toy knives before the real knives come out. Like, oh man, like, imagine Hunger Games, but it's like Rugrats. That would be so funny. I mean, horrible and tragic, of course. Like, not funny at all. Not entertaining the least bit. I feel like that's what toddlers and tiaras is like. Toddlers and tiaras. Like it's like the kids bopified version of Game of Thrones. You know, it's like they're all still they're fighting each other, they're killing each other off, but they're like little kindergartners. Kids are mean. Kids are very mean. I should do that. No, you're gonna let the kids like fight to the death. You know, for a star sticker. You know, like for the right to call their parents back home. The Hello Kitty Switchblade. No, wait, who was it? Who has that? Was it Nano who has like a Hello Kitty Switchblade? Nano, if you're watching this, that's so based of you. It's always the Hello Kitty girls. I swear. Um, Kingdoms made the first battle royale. hmm I think caffeine is 90% placebo for me because in the morning it makes me. Yeah, no, like coffee acts like hot chocolate for me. It's like it's the warmth that puts me to sleep because like the caffeine itself doesn't work. Nods while writing shark on my application. Whoever wins gets extra swim time in the pool. Yeah, it's like mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. Yeah, well, I killed two of our brothers, so I got extra hours on the Xbox today, Jimmy. What do you guys think would be a really good like challenge if we did like baby royale? What would be a really good challenge? Hello, Max. Hmm. I'm thinking whoever survives the drownings at the kiddie pool. You know, like well, it's kind of like you know how like some people will be like floating in the ocean and they'll die from like a number of causes: dehydration, exhaustion, starvation, hypothermia. That'd be a good quick way to figure it out. I think they would only have like a few days in there. The most kills with pencils, you know, like yeah, like John Wick style, where it will be like, here's a bunch of sharpened colored pencils. Take one, and we'll see how many colored pieces of graphite lead will be inside each of your siblings. You know, enjoy, children. Death crawl like a death race in Minecraft. Oh my god. Wait. You know those that thing that the military does where it's like, you know, they're crawling under like barbed wire or something and climbing over a wall and doing like monkey bars or whatever. Let's have that where but it's like it's all babyfied. Like military yeah, exactly, exactly. They'll do it in the rain in their best pajamas. Spelling word broccoli. Oh, like a life or death spelling bee would be very interesting. The younger children don't stand a chance. It's like spell the word existentialism. I'm cooked. Oh man, let's see which one of these toddlers poisons their little siblings' baby food first. Let's poison the gardener baby mashed carrots. You know, like who put poison in little Timmy's bottle? You know, who put shards of glass in their applesauce? Like, oh my god, I can't be saying any of these things, but who cares? It's all for the record. This is a joke. For legal reasons, this is a joke. This is all a bit. This is sarcastic. Wink. Yeah. They mess up one letter of the word instant death. Yeah, exactly. It'll be like Squid Game. If they mess up a single letter, like they get shot or something. Or they get like taken away and they get like thrown into baby jail. No children were harmed in the making of this contest. Not yet, anyways. It will be a live broadcast in front of a live studio audience, all for my entertainment. It'll be like I mean, is this not basically what the Capitol does in Hunger Games? You know, they send in their underage children to fight to the death for other people's enjoyment. And I'm like, you know what? I've seen one too many annoying kids at the store at my favorite restaurant. And I think those little kids got too cocky, and they need to be made into an example for the other children, the other unruly children, the ne'er-do-wells. At least in anime, the kids can become god or something. That's true. When there's overpopulation more in the future, they should do IRL Hunger Games. Oh, okay, okay. In an overpopulation scenario, I mean, obviously the world's already overpopulated, right? But if it gets to that point, do you think it would be better to kill off the children or to kill off the adults? I feel like adults are more useful. However, I feel like there's way too many people living until 90 these days. I'm like you get until the age of 70. After that, you get got, you get taken away. I believe there was this African village somewhere, and instead of just like, you know they kind of have a very interesting culture. This tradition of they take their elderly and they just leave them out in the woods somewhere. They just leave them out to fend for themselves, and they're kind of just like, well, you're pretty old, and we want to get rid of you, so you will die by natural causes. Because like the thing that happened in Midsummer, like remember like that Midsummer, I don't care. There's a scene where they kill off their elderly by making them commit sewer slide by jumping off a cliff, right? And it's basically like that, except they don't make them jump off a cliff. They just leave them out to fend for themselves in the out in the wild, and elderly people can barely move, let alone fight off a lion. But kids are funnier to watch. Yeah, I'm like, I would love to see a child like rough house with another child. It's like, oh look, it's so unfortunate, but also I kind of want to see what happens. Who wants to see old people fight? Oh my god. No. If I see old people that try to fight and half can't move, it should be called a disabled. No, no. Hey, that's a real thing. I think. Wait, is it a real thing? It is, right? Like, wait, wasn't there a scandal with the disabled Olympics where these people weren't actually disabled and they were just like pretending? I'm like, it's called an invisible disability. TBH, I destroy the yeah. Kermit sewer slide. Sew yourself inside a bear and then set the. It is very drastic. It is very drastic. A fake blind person. Yeah, it's like, oh no, I totally didn't see you miss that basket. Like totally didn't see you doing that. Oh no, I'm like blind. What would be an interesting disabled Olympics category? Because I mean, the most common thing is like basketball, but with like wheelchair people, right? What would be interesting? I kind of want to see paralyzed people, like bobsledding, but instead of a bobsled, they're just like on their bellies like penguins. I think that would be very entertaining for everyone. It'll be like it's like a like a slip and slide. It's fine. It's fine. Long jump for wheelchairs. They have that. Interesting. I feel like paralyzed swimming might be a little bit more selective. Like they don't want to have like someone like losing like feeling in their arms only to drown. So like paralyzed swimming is a bit more selective. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. IBS chest. Fuck off. Distance runners with IBS. No. Oh my god. Sled races for people who are quad. Oh no, that blind boxing would be so funny. Wait, no, that's hilarious. Blind boxing. I wait. Okay. Um, this is not, just for the record. I do not claim this to be a disability. Okay, this is not technically a disability, but okay. Think people with dwarfism, right? So think like midget fencing, because a lot of fencing is like no longer sword fighting. It's just kind of like reaching over to poke your opponent with your with your thing, right? So I'm just like, how funny would that be with like their tiny little arms? You think if you shove a USB up a baby's nose, it will download? Um, what would they download? Wait, let's do Coco Melon. So the guy, I confused my dad saying something was half full and half empty once. Hello, no, Starcatcher, shut the fuck up. No, we have an official fan name. Like, um, Parkinson's rock climbing. Fuck off. Do the swords stay long? Do we have the swords? If it's like midget sword fighting, if we have midget fencing, do the swords stay the same length, or do we shorten them? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? Dwarf basketball, but standard height baskets. I want to see. I want to see them climbing on top of each other just to make the hoops. I want to see like cheerleader pyramids. Oh my god. Been pretty or okay, you're talking to them. Standard length swords. I think that would be amazing. I was thinking that too. What other sports are there? Um, hmm. Cause wait. Do you guys know about this? There's a lot of weird Japanese game show sports, right? And one of these sports is binocular soccer. So basically, these guys will play soccer like a normal game of soccer, but they have to hold binoculars on their faces. They have to like look through binoculars the entire time. So it is very funny, and their depth perception is way off. It is so fucking funny. um, curling, just curling in general. Itty bitty drink swords. And I think they also have soccer, but with like you know those plastic balloon things, that like those hamster balls, you know, like Balloon Boy. Yeah, I think they also play soccer that way or something similar. So yeah, binocular soccer is a very funny thing, and I think more people should do it. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Bye. Here's your no. I'm like, do you deserve a sloppy kiss? No, you're underage. So here's a head pat. Pat pat. Bye. Bye bye. I'm 18 though. Do you want a sloppy kiss? Oh man, I should actually wrap up because I got things to do. People to harass, sights to see, crimes to commit. So I'll just actually end my stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Coming. Thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. See you guys on tomorrow's stream. Beebs, it's my Smasher Pass Monster Edition. So we will be doing SCPs, Eldritch creatures, cryptids, and the like. I don't know if we'll include video game monsters, but we'll see. But anyways, until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Um, and yeah, good night.